All right, everyone, today's a cool one. We're gonna learn how to do the handle pass jibe. So the handle pass jibe is when you do a turn going downwind, but instead of the Parawing going over your head or in front of you, you actually bring the leading edge towards the water, have it touch the water. You will ride around the Parawing and then perform a handle pass, bring it up on the other side. It re-inflates beautifully, and you ride away. Today, we're on the 85 liter board, giving myself a little bit more buoyancy today. 80 plus mast. We got the 980 front wing, extra small fuse, and the 142 tail. The winds are light. I got a 3 meter on me. It's literally 16 to 24 knots. When the gusts are in, they're good, but like now there's a lull. There's a winger out there going nowhere. So if I'm on foil, I can keep myself going with a bigger foil. And if I touch down and have to do some water starts, well, at least I have a big buoyancy with the board. That'll get me up and riding a little bit easier. So let's try this one. It's a cool one. It's an easier one that you can imagine, but it adds a little bit to your bag of tricks. So before we go into the water, quick understanding of how it works on land. I'll draw it out to you in the sand. So if we assume that the wind's coming from over here and you're going to be doing your jibe going downwind there, you will start the jibe and you still have the Parawing in your back hand. Once you arrive to around this point here, you will drop the Parawing in this area here, right? And again, having the leading edge drop and stick, you'll notice that it'll flutter, and then when it sticks, it'll go away. Like you'll notice that you pass it pretty quick. And then as soon as you pass it here, this is when you want to be doing your handle pass. So you're going to be dropping it, and handle pass comes around here, this area here, coming out of it. So not at the apex. You'll have these moments in time. So drop here, apex, handle pass, and as soon as you ride out, this is when you want to pop it up again, and the Parawing will, you'll be in front of the Parawing already somewhere around here. Parawing will go through the back of your board and deploy in the right direction. Got the Parawing out, and if you stow this properly and if you put it in your pouch properly, you don't even have to look at it. Got the oar. Alright, so let's learn how to do the handle pass jibe. You've seen it online, it's a cool one to do, so let's go through the steps. So first of all, it's important to be doing your jibes consistently. So just make sure that you know how to jibe. You know how to ride out a jibe with speed. And if you're learning a new trick, it always pays off to maybe chuck on a bigger foil. If you have the choice of putting on a mid-length board versus a sinker, that's also a good choice. So the handle pass jibe is basically grabbing the Parawing and dropping it while you're doing the jibe. That's all it is. Once the Parawing touches the water, once the leading edge of the Parawing touches the water, it just sticks to the water and you do your jibe around it. And as soon as you pass the Parawing, you do the handle pass behind your back, and once you pull the Parawing up, you're going to be finishing off your turn, and voila, you got your turn. So we're going to come into the jibe. Here we go, wanting to turn, drop, pull it out. There it is. All right, here we go. Drop, go down, toss it back up. It's a really rewarding one because you do a little handle pass. It's something different. It's not just a simple jibe, and you want to mix it up. You want to do a handle pass jibe, then a normal jibe, then a down loop jibe, then attack, And it just makes it very pleasant to watch someone who has a little bit of a repertoire, you know? So let's do this again. Wait for a gust as well. Like now's a good time. Like just went away. But don't do this with light wind because you might have a little trouble getting it to fly again once you do the handle pass.
Alright, good little gust. We're gonna draw it. We're gonna hush it. And right away. Good stuff.
It's a fairly easy one to do, and it adds a little to your repertoire, but it also you'd be surprised at how easy it is to roll around it. A lot of people get scared of like maybe running through the Parawing or something. Once it touches the water, it'll stick. That's when you want to be doing your turn around it. And when you pass it, again, super easy. You do your handle pass. That's probably the bit you want to maybe, you know, practice on land if you haven't done a handle pass in your life. You know, you want to know how to do a handle pass. And just make sure that you're grabbing the top end of the bar, so when you actually grab the Parawing, it's flying away and you're not grabbing the Parawing and it's going to be stalling in front of you, because you are going to grab it only with one hand. Okay, so if this wind cooperates, we'll do a heel side one now, which is the same technique. Drop it, ride around it, handle pass once it's behind you. And once you pull on the bar, you should be in the right position already to actually run away with it.
Alright, you got good wind. You're gonna draw it. You're gonna ride around it. And right away, couple humps, get your speed, and that's it.
It's a great one. It's a great one. This one is a tough one to practice on land because you don't have the water to help with, you know, getting the Parawing stuck to something and, you know, walking around it or anything like that. But I really would suggest just trying it on the water. Maybe avoid trying it with a downwinder board or a long board, just because you have too much tail and you might get the lines caught in them. So maybe a mid-length board or smaller is ideal. But let's do one more. This is fun. Here's a little gust. Wait for your moment.
Turn it down. Oh, you see?
Great. So that's a great example of me not really allowing it to touch the water and stick. So let it touch the water and make sure that you're still directing it to stay down on the water, okay?
Let's try a light one they're harder. So drop. Oh.
Very nice. The wind's pretty light now, around that 16 knot mark, but with the 3 and some big gear, I'm fine. See, this winger here is struggling.
Okay, here you are approaching a heel to toe gybe. Good gust. Make sure you drop it. Stays in the water. Hush out in front of you. Good to go. Send it down. Doom. There it is. You see you got a little tangle on that one, and that'll happen.
You saw I got a little tangle on that one. I tried to break it free, didn't go free, so I had a little touchdown. But But then again, pop straight back up. Bigger board, bigger front wing. Make it easy for yourself when you're learning. You might have to drop and, you know, water start a few times. So just make sure that you're not gassing yourself just trying to, you know, stay up, and that you're actually you're getting gas trying the trick. So upscale your gear a little bit when you're trying new things. That's what I do. Makes it a little bit easier to get some reps. So on that one, didn't have a clean relaunch and I had to pump my way out of it. So just be prepared to, you know, have to maybe gain speed through your pump rather than with the Parawing sometimes.
Okay, there's a little bit of a gust here and a lump, so I'm gonna aim for that, draw it, go around it, boom. Woo.
And make sure that when you drop it, not a half-ass drop. Make sure that it touches the water, and as soon as it sticks, you know that you have a path around it, you know you will get around it, and you will be able to complete that turn quite easily. Again, once it's behind you, or once you're doing that turn, you can start your handle pass. And once you start riding out of it, then you want to just maybe tug on the lines a little bit so the Parawing opens up if there's a little bit of water on the wingtip or something. But super rewarding one. Give it a crack. Hope this helps.